So today we are in third session. So I'm going to cover what is SQL, data types in SQL, data commands, SQL commands. These three topics we are going to cover. First one is what is SQL? SQL means it's a structured query language. It is a language which will help us to communicate with the databases. Okay, we need language, right? Even to talk with someone else, we need some language to talk with them. Okay, so in that way, if you for talking with the databases, we need language. So that is the language which we are using is a SQL to get a data, to pull data, to insert data, to create some databases, to create a tables, to create some objects in SQL. So we need some language. So that is the language which we are using. It's a SQL. SQL means structured query language. It is a language which will help us to communicate with the database and manage a data. Okay. So you can see here a language to interact with the data, which is there in a databases, allow to handle the data stored in database and tables. Okay, we will with the SQL we are updating the data, we are inserting the data, we are managing the data. Okay, in databases. Common operators is a read and write. Read in the sense inserting the data. Okay, sorry. Read in the sense extracting the data from databases. Write in the sense inserting the data into tables or in databases. Developed as an open source project. So we can use, it's not we can install with the help of, 1 minute, let me go back. Oh. Something happened to my mouse. Okay. So we can freely download the SQL Server and we can work on it. Okay. Common operators we are doing read and write here. Okay, the next one is common data operations. As we talk on SQL, on database, what we are doing? Connecting to the database with the help of SQL, create database, tables, etc. It's not only table, we can create a views or any object in SQL, okay? And we are loading the data with using queries and transform the data. Yes, we can do that. Transforming data in Power BI also we can do with the help of existing options, and writing a code also we can do with the help of SQL. Okay. Data analysis. Yes, after loading the data, we are doing some analysis on it, right? As we discussed in Power BI first session, we are doing some analysis, 4 level of analysis we are doing. Those things are we are doing. Okay. Tools are required for SQL. To learn SQL, yes, we have a W3 School website which will help us to write some codes for with our own purpose. We can use the W3 schools, and there are many examples. Okay, we can learn with them more and more with that. And SSMS, yes, I provided here link to download SQL Server Management. You can click here and it will take you into Microsoft website, and you can download SSMS and SQL Server as well. Those links are available here. You can use that and download into your local system for practice purpose. Okay, it's not cost anymore. You can download freely. Okay, and if you are not able to download SQL Server or SSMS, what you can do, you can use W3 School for practice. Okay, there are few examples. There are some sample data base is existed. You can use that also. I'll show you how to use W3 Schools as well. Okay, people who don't have a SSMS and SQL Server in their local systems, you can follow W3 Schools for practice purpose. Okay, any questions, concerns? Please raise your hands. So go through with the links which I provided for installation. Try to install that. If any question, if you are not able to install, some errors are throwing, try to Google it. If still it is not resolving, then we'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Please raise your hands if you have any questions, concerns till now. So SQL means it's a structured query language. which will help us to interact with the database. Okay. So we have a concept called data types. Data types in the sense, like we are entering data into relational database management system. The data, how it is, either it is number or string or images or what it is. Okay, so what type of data types it will support? So SQL data types, we have a numeric, date and time, string, Unicode characters, sorry, string, binary, and miscellaneous. So these are all data types it will support. Okay, how to, like, when we are creating a table, there itself we are defining each column, what data type it has to be allowed. Okay, there we are giving restrict, like, for example, student ID. This is a number data type. So we are giving code over there itself. So let's go through with the examples and we can understand more and more. Okay, we have a numeric data type, date and time, string, binary. You can see here date and time in the sense it's not only date time, it has a timestamp as well, year, everything we have. String means varchar, max, text. These are all things it will support. Okay. So next one is types of SQL query. Okay. We have a 4 commands, which is like a DDL commands, DML commands, DQL commands, DCL commands. DDL commands in the sense data definition language. So data definition language. Here we are creating a table. Not only table, any object like database we are creating. We have to create a database first. Once database is ready, we have to create a table to insert data into database. Correct. So the data will be stored in form of table, rows and columns. Correct. So for that, we need a DDL commands and DML commands. DML commands is a data manipulation language. Okay, data manipulation language. By seeing the name itself, we can understand manipulation. Manipulation in the sense modification. Modification we are doing with the DML commands. Once we enter the data into database, we got some changes, like some updates are happening on specific date or something like that for the specific customers or something like that. In that case, we are using DML commands to modify our data. Okay. Insert, delete, update. There are a few things we'll discuss in depth, okay, with the examples. DQL. DQL in the sense data query language. Data query language in the sense, okay, we created the table, we created the database, we created the table, we inserted data, and we modified data also, whatever changes are happened. Everything is done. So now what we can do? We have to extract the data. For that, what we require? We need DQL commands. That is select statement. Okay, it's not only for the table. Select statement is for views we can select and some programming like programs we are creating and tables we can pull data from there as well. Everything we can do. Okay, procedures. Okay, these are all with the select option only we can do that. DCL. So DCL commands usually admin, the people who are there, backend developers or admins, they are working on DCL commands, which is like giving access to the users, giving access to the developers and revoking the access. So these are, for this purpose, we are using DCL commands. So as a developer, as a front-end developer, we are using only DQL commands, only select statement usually. Okay. If you want to work as a backend developer, you should know DDL and DML commands as well. Okay. As a Power BI developer, if you know select statement, how to write select statement, how to pull the data from multiple tables, how to do some transformations, that is enough. It's not required DDL commands, DML commands, but it's good to have that knowledge also. Okay. So I showed you the query part advanced options, right, in Power BI while we are loading data from SQL base. So there we are pasting this DQL command, like a select star from some different tables. Okay. So let's go through the examples, then we can understand more and more. First one is DDL commands. So DDL commands. DDL means data definition language. Data definition language. So here we have a 4 things. One is create, drop, alter, truncate. So here we are creating a structure of a table. We are not entering data with the DDL commands. We are creating a structure of a table. We call it as a metadata also. We call it as a metadata. Okay. Creating a table or dropping a table, altering a table, truncate table. So these 4 things we can do with the DDL commands. First one. First, let's see the how it looks the SQL Server. I provided links for SQL Server download and SSMS as well. Okay, please go through with that today. And if you are not able to install that into your local systems, please raise hand in tomorrow session. We can see, okay, what is the problem there. So first go through with the creating a database. So let me show you how it looks in my local system. SSMS. After installing, I have a 18 version. Now 2022 version also is available. Okay, based on your system configuration, you have to install. Okay, you can refer some, some documents for installation of SQL Server and the SSMS. Just go through with that because we have very less time to correct. So there are many people. We don't want to waste time here. So refer to all the documents which is there in Microsoft website, how to install and all. Step by step, go through with that and install that. Spend some time. Don't click there and try to install. No, it's not working. Come tomorrow and then say this. Please don't do that. Go through the Microsoft website documents, how to install step by step, do that. And if still it is not working, we'll see. Okay. And you can refer YouTube channel also, how to install. There are many videos are available. Okay. Please do that. Okay. This is my SSMS. So this is my server name. You can see here, this is server name. This server name we are providing in Power BI when we connecting into SQL database. Okay, this is the server name. Okay, I'm just connecting with my Windows authentication. Yes, I logged in into my server. And you can see here database, security, server objects, replication, polybase, management. These are all we are not creating. When we install SQL Server, automatically these things will come. This is a package. Okay, it will come automatically. These things are ready. Okay, once you click on here, plus icon, database. Here we have a system database and database snapshots. So these two, please don't delete. Okay. If you delete this, your SSMS is not going to be working. Sometimes it's not, mostly it's not going to allow us to delete. It will give warning, but yeah, by mistake, if it happen, no, please take care of it. Okay, you can see here system databases, master data, model, MSDB, temp data. So these are all databases comes with the installation only. We are not creating anything. You can see here few databases. This is a symbol for database. You can see here drum kind of. So this is a employees project with multi-SQL train testing. So these 4 databases, user created databases. These 4 databases I created. Okay, in my local system. How we can create database? Let's see. So we have a DDL command. It's a create command is there. Okay, you can use that. I already prepared all the scripts. Why? Because for saving time. Okay, so create database name. Syntax is create. You can see here. Syntax also I provided here. Create table name. This is for table. So same like that. Create database name. Create view name. Any object in SQL. We have to use for creating, we have to use this syntax. If it is view, create view name. Okay. So here we are creating one more database. Let me click on execute, create database name, execute. Yes, you can see here. Commands completed successfully. Okay. I'm not able to see here, right? Where it is created. If I click on refresh, it will come automatically. Oh, sorry. I selected employee table database German. Yes. One. Let me refresh. Yeah, here it is showing. It's taking some time. I just refreshed once again, but you can see here, right? March training, the database which I created. If I try to create once more, it is giving database March training already exists. Choose a different database name. Okay, but still it is taking some time to appear here, but you can see here. So let me go here. See, along with the employee, master, model, MSDB, everything it is showing here. I think so. It is created in somewhere. We can't modify this. Let me. Yeah, now we can see here. March underscore trend, correct? Now we created the database. When we created the database, we can see few things already exist, a few folders. We can see here database diagrams, tables, views, external resource, synonyms, programmability, service broker, storage, security. So these are all will come automatically. We are not creating these stuff. Okay, if I expand tables, you can see system tables, file tables, external tables, and graphs tables. These are all coming creating automatically when we created the database. Now, in this database, I want to create a table. So first thing, what you have to do, you have to choose the database where you want to create the table. We have a many databases here, right? You have to choose a right database, the destination of the database where we have to create a table. So creating a table also, what was the syntax? So create table, table name. As I mentioned, the data will be stored in columns and rows, correct? So we have to define a column names. Column name 1, column name 2, column name 3. N number of columns you can create here. Okay. The data type also we have to provide. Data type, and if it is string, we have to give a size of the column also. Size of the column in the sense length of data. Okay. Length of data. Let's go through with an example. So you can see here, create table, table name, and column name, data type. You have to give. Let me take this. So here I'm going to create a EMP table. Okay. Here I'm going to create a EMP table. I'm commenting this stuff. So if we give a 2 lines, 2 space, this one hyphens, it will be comment. Okay. Create table, table name. This is a table name. It's not only EMP, you can give any table name. For understanding purpose, it has a less data. That's why I'm using EMP tables. Okay. Why? Because same data dump we have in W3 school also. For you guys, the people who are not able to install SQL and SQL Server and the SSMS, they can practice in W3 schools. That's the reason I took this example. Okay. So here we provided EMP number int. Int is a data type. Int is a data type. EMP number could be anything. You can give any name for this. But this is the highlighted, the things which are highlighted in blue, those should be in a same format. Okay. So integer, int means integer, means it's a number. Ename is a varchar. So varchar, as I said, for varchar, we have to provide a length. For integer, it's not required. By default, it will allow 1 byte. Okay. So varchar is a 10. Varchar 9 means 10 characters it will allow. Ename should be within 10 characters or 10 characters. Within 10 characters or 10 characters it should be. So job. Job is a varchar. The length of characters is 9. You can see for int and date and time we are not giving. Here we can give a date or else date time. Date time means we can provide a time as well. Okay, let me execute this. So command completed successfully. If I select star from EMP, I can see here the table, execute. See, I can see the column names here, whatever we created, all the columns you can see. It's same syntax we are following for creating any table. But you should understand what is the data type of the column. Okay, what is the length of characters? For varchar, it's good to give always right length. Don't give a like a 500,000 something like that. If you give in that way, it is going to be allocate some space for it. Okay. So now EMP table is ready in March training database. Let's see. Okay, let me refresh this. You can see the tables. Yes, DBO EMP. You can see here. Okay, but we don't have any data. So this is how we have to insert the, we have to create the tables. Let me create the other tables as well. So I'm going to create one more table. You should select the right database. Otherwise, if I choose any other database, no, it will go and sit there. Okay. And two tables we created. And the second one is drop. Drop in the sense, okay, we created a different database. I want to drop the table. So what we can do? We have to use a drop command. So what is the syntax for it? Drop table, table name. Drop table, table name. Let me do that. Okay, drop table, table name means the table cannot drop the table testing. Oh, sorry. Single DB EMP because it does not exist or you. Okay. This I'm using different database name in front of this, but I'm writing coding for March training, right? That's why it throws that error. Okay, commands completed successfully. If I try to select the EMP table, it will throw the error. Table is not existed. Invalid object name. You can see here, invalid object name. Okay, so this is how we can drop any object, not only table, even database also we can drop. Okay, the next one is alter. So with the help of alter, what we can do, we can add, we can modify, we can rename, we can drop. What we can add a new columns. What we can modify data type. We can rename. What we can rename? We can rename the column names. Drop. What we can do? We can drop the column. Okay. This drop is for dropping an object. This drop is for dropping a columns. Okay. For alter syntax is alter table name, add column name, column definition. Okay. Let's see. As a BI developer, these things we are not working on it, but it's good to have a knowledge on it. Okay. Alter table, DPT, add HOD. Okay, I'm adding this column, extra column we are adding. And joining date as well. Two columns we are trying to add. Let's see. Okay, if I select star from. So before what we did, DPT number, DNAME, location. Only three columns we added with the help of create. So later what we did. So let me select star from DEPT. So now we are going to have a 5 columns here. See, DEPT number, DNAME, location, HOD, joining date. Okay, with the help of alter, we can add, after creating a table also, we can add this. Same way, we can modify. For example, we gave a length of HOD is 15. I want to increase now. What I can do? I can modify it. I can modify it. See, let me do this. See, it's successfully. Now we can insert 20 characters. But this modification will allow before inserting a data. After inserting data, this is not going to be allowed. Keep it in mind. Okay. For example, here we inserted some data. Okay. And later we are trying to modify the 15 to 20, we have to increase the characters. It is not going to be allowed. It will throw the error. Okay. Renaming. So we thought renaming also, it's the same, this one. Let me go here. Okay, so rename, I'll come back with this. So rename, it is not showing here. It is showing some error. Why it is incorrect syntax in here. There is some error. Let me go back. Why it is incorrect syntax near DEPT? What is that? SP underscore rename. Okay. Let me check on it. Let me note down somewhere. I need to check syntax. I don't want to waste much time here. Need to check. Okay. I noted this. I'll come back with that. Okay. Dropping a table. Dropping a columns. So we created a extra columns. We don't want that. We want to create the new columns, like, other columns instead of that. So what we can do? We can drop that columns. Okay. So here we have a HOD. Let me. Okay. All the column failed because column DEPT dot HOD does not exist in table DEPT. So what column we have? HOD is there, no? Okay, rename box. Let me try. Let me go and do this. HOD. Yeah. Now it is drop. If I go with the select star from DEPT, HOD table is not existed. Sorry, column is not existed. Okay. This is how we can drop the columns. So within the alter command, we have a drop, and drop command also is there for dropping a table. Drop command also there for dropping a column. Two things we have. Don't get confused. Okay. So next one is DQL commands. Before moving into DQL commands, do you have any questions and concerns on DDL commands? Please raise your hands. Okay, I can see one hand raised. Ashir?
Good afternoon. So this is the column that you're creating, the table that you're creating to store the data in there. So anytime you store the data is called metadata, right? You're creating the metadata, is it?
This is a metadata. Right now we have a just structure of the table. Correct. This is a metadata. This is called metadata. Yes. Okay. It's a structure of table. We created a structure. That's it. We are not entering any data. We are not inserting any data as of now. We'll enter
You're just
into,
creating the shell at this point to install the to start the data. Okay, got it. Okay,
yes. Okay,
thank
we created the database, we created the table, and we modified the table. That's it. Okay, we are going to insert data in next level. Right now, we don't have any data in these tables.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any questions, concerns? Please raise your hands, then only we can understand more and more. If you're not raising your hands, I thought, okay, all good. I'll continue with the session. Okay, cool. So let's enter into the next one. So DQL commands, I already showed you DQL command, how to write it. So we just write it, right? Select star from DEPT. So that is a DQL command. So it has a syntax, it has a some structure for it. So select star from table. Okay, select star from table. Here it should be table name. Table name, let me write here, table name. And we are going to write a some where condition to filter a data. And again, we are going to have a group by. Group by is a clause. These are all clauses. Where clause, group by, having, order by. These four are clauses. So we are going to discuss in depth in the clauses topic. Okay. So where clause, group by, having clause, order by. So this should be in a same order. It's not like a first group by I'll write and then a where and then having. Not like that. It should be in the same order. If you are using all four. If you are using only where, okay, that's fine. Where like our empid equals to something. You can write it. For the filtering the data, we are using where clause, and for segregating, like grouping the data, we are using group by, and having also for filtering the data. Order by is for sort, ascending and descending orders. For that purpose, these topics we are going to discuss in depth in a clauses concept. Okay, so select is a DQL command which will help us to extract data from tables. Okay. So we already write a command for it. Select star from DEPT. I can see the table information. I'll show you once we inserted the data. In that time also how it looks, I'll show you. Okay. Yeah, sure. Any questions? I see hand raised from your end.
Sorry, it probably was before, but just to quickly, I didn't see the link that you sent. I don't see it on the chat, so I'm not sure where did you send
No,
it.
I didn't place it in chat box. Okay, I just added here in PPT. Okay, you can see here.
Okay.
SQL Server, SSMS, and W3 Score. All the web links are available here. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Once you are
Appreciate it.
able to access the PPT, you can go through with that and then try to install it. Okay, next one is DML commands. DML means data manipulation language. Data manipulation language in the sense modifying the data. Okay, so right now we created the structure, data structure, table structure, and we modified, we altered columns. Like, length of a column, and renaming the column names, existing column names, and dropping the columns. These things we did. Now we entered into the inserting the data. Okay, it is possible to write the insert statements in two ways. Okay, one is specify both column names and the value to be inserted. So one way is insert into table name, column name, and values. You can see here, this is one way. And the other way is DEPT number, DNAME, location, and the values are in a different way. Let me show you both the options. So this is a other way. We are not going to mentioning column names. We know order of the columns in a table. So what we can do in the same order, we can insert the data. Okay, let's go with the one example. So the syntax is, let me go. So now we are inserting data. Now we are inserting data into DEPT table. You can see here, insert into table name, column names, values. Values in the sense, value for data for specific columns. So first we have DEPT number. We have to provide a value for DEPT number. First we have, second we have D name. Yes, you have. No, I don't want to do like that. So I want to provide first this one. Let's see. I want to do like this. So what it will do? It will throw error. System will throw error. Let me do this. So conversion failed when converting the varchar value accounting to data type int. We gave a data type as a int for DEPT number. Correct. If it is a string, it will allow for inserting, even though if you give a in misorder. But if it is integer, then it will throw the error. The data type is a DEPT number, data type is a integer. We are trying to insert string. System will throw error. What error will get? Conversion failed when converting the varchar value accounting to data type int. Okay, conversion error will get. So if I give in a same order, then it will allow us to insert, see, one row affected. If I do select star from DEPT, I can see that row data. See, 10 accounting for rest of two tables is null. Why? Because we didn't pass any value for it. We didn't pass any value for location and joining date. There is other way also. Instead of mentioning DEPT and D name, we can directly pass the values, but it should be in a order of this way: DEPT number, D name, location, joining. How we have in a table, the order. We have to follow that order and provide the value. So for that, syntax is insert into table name values, value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay, let me do this. This is how we can insert multiple values at one. Column name or what it is, supplied value. Then New York. Why New York? Let me do the select statement once again. Location only, no? Third column. Yeah. Why it is throwing error? We have 4 columns in our table. Joining date also there and location. We are trying to insert only 3 columns. Let me go. What error it is giving? Column name or number of supplied values does not match table definition. But before it is not throwing that error. When we mention column names, we have 4 columns. Okay, we have 4 columns. But we mention here only 2 columns and it allows us to insert 2 columns data. But here we are not mentioning, we are not addressing column names. We are directly inserting. Okay, so that's why it is throwing error. It's not matching number of columns. So what I can do, let me take a get date. Get date in the sense it will pick the today date. So as it is joining date, no, date and time, it will. So if we have any error, it will underline with a red line. So get date is a help us to insert a date and time. See, now it is allowed. 4 rows are inserted. 1, 2, 3, 4. We passed 4 commands, right? Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 row affected, 1 row affected. Now we are going to have if I write a select statement, we are going to have 5 rows because we already just inserted 1 row with the 2 columns data, and later we inserted data for all the columns 4 times. See, you can see. See this date, do we pass like 2024-037? No. With the help of get date, automatically it will pick the today date. Okay. That's how we are inserting the data. Next one is update. The update statement is used to modify the existing records in a table. Okay. Alter we are using for modifying column names. Okay. Data type and dropping a columns. Correct. Alter we are using. Like that we have here update, which will help us to update existing records. The syntax is update table name, set column 1 equals to value 1, column 2 equals to value. Set in the sense providing the new value for it. Where condition. Where condition is very important. If you are not providing where condition, it is going to be update each and every record. Okay, let's take an example. So you can see here, note we write, be careful when we're updating records in a table. Notice the where clause in that update statement. Otherwise, it is going to be update each and every record if we modify update without where condition. So what we are doing here, we are updating record like a table name DEPT set DEPT number equals to 31. So here we don't have 31. Let me take a 30. Sorry, 31, where D name equals to sales. So sales is a D name. It has a 30 as a DEPT number. Now I'm trying to update with a 31 instead of 30. So if I'm not providing this where condition, what it is happening? It is going to be provide 31 for all 5 records. Okay, for all 5 records. So that's why where condition is very, very, very important in update statement. See now one row affected. If I write select statement now, what is happening? DPT number, see, 4th row is updated, 31. Correct. So let me roll back it. So I'm getting back. Okay, that's how we can do. Next one is delete. The delete statement is used to delete existing records in a table. Okay, delete from table name where condition. Here also where condition is very important. What is the difference between drop and delete? Definitely you'll get this question. Okay, drop and delete. Drop is helping us to drop a table. Delete will allow us to delete specific records. Okay, specific records we can delete. So delete from table name where DPT number equals to 31. If you are not giving this, what will happen? One row affected. Let me try with this. Delete from this. What it will is 4 rows affected. Delete is deleting only records, not the structure. So if I do select statement, I can see still table. See DPT number, DNAME, location, joining. This is not dropping a table. Okay, this is only affecting on the records, on the data only. Delete, with the help of delete, we can delete the records. What we can do? We can delete the records. Okay, with the help of where condition, specific record, we can delete. Definitely we'll get a interview question on it. What is the difference between drop table, table name, delete from table? Okay. So what is the difference? Drop is going to drop a table. Delete is dropping a records. Any questions? All good as of now. So we discuss about DDL commands, DQL command, and DML commands. So go through with this document, keep it with you, practice, then practice more and more. Don't copy this, the syntax and all. Try to build your own tables. Then only you can understand. Okay. If you practice more and more, you can get a more doubts. You can raise your hands and we can discuss in the class. Any questions, concerns here on these concepts? All good? I can see always Ashit Chowdhury hand raised only. Please talk other people as well. Ashir, you're allowed to talk if you have any
Okay,
questions.
thank you. So if you just scroll down just a little bit
Yeah.
on that, right there, or it says New York, Dallas, Chicago, Boston. When you try to enter that without the date in there, it gave you an error. But when you try to enter the first one, the first query that you did without a date, it says null, right, on both of those records.
Yes.
Why is that? Why that when you try to enter that without that get date, it gave you that error?
Yes. So why? Because in first statement, what we did, we specified the column names. I want to enter
Okay.
only DPT number and D name. I don't want other two columns. Correct.
I see.
So
I
here we
see. Okay.
specified. But in this case, we didn't specify. After table name, direct we are passing these values. When we are passing values, second method, if we are following, we have to provide data for all the columns and it should be in a same order. Otherwise, the column will be different. For example, instead of accounting, if I pass New York, it will allow you to insert. It will allow you to insert. But what is going to be happen? Under D name, department name, we are going to get a New York.
Oh,
Is
okay,
it
okay.
correct?
So you need the data for each and every single column. That's what it's
Yes.
looking for.
Yes,
Okay.
single column and it should be in a same order. Let me show you the example for it. So I'm trying to do this, I'll pass here. So let me show you the select statement first. So department name, D name, location, joining date, correct?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do here, so I'm trying to insert give a 45 department number and Boston operating. Okay. So usually by seeing the like a data, operations is a department name, Boston is a location. Okay. So I'm trying to insert this row. Let me see. Is it throwing any error?
No, no error.
No, it's updated. Why? Because D name and location both are varchar. It's a string. Okay.
Okay, I see.
It's a string.
Okay.
We can see under D name Boston. Is it correct data?
No,
Under location, we can see operations. Is it correct?
no.
No. So that's why order is very important. In the same order, we have to provide the data. If it is data type is different, definitely system will throw error, conversion error. We saw that, right? Before when we inserted like accounting and the 10 I shifted. So in that time, what it says, it throws the error, conversion error it will give. Why? Because DEPT number is a int. D name is a varchar. So such a scenarios, it will throw the error. Let me show you once again. So I'm trying to give this. Accounting first and department. Same thing. I'm trying to inserting accounting under DPT number, 10 under D name. Okay. What it will do? It will throw the error. Conversion failed. If it is data type, both are same, both are string, then it will automatically update like how we did for this, no? The 45 department. It is not going to be throw error. But we have to be very careful when we are inserting data. But in real time, 90% we are not inserting data like this. We are taking data from ERP systems and we are uploading data into tables. We are not entering manually. Okay. 90%. Very rare cases we are inserting data. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Usually what we do, we took data from ERP systems and like SAP or like, some other things, and we'll upload the data into our databases. Clear?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Lola, now you're allowed to talk.
Yes, thank you. I'm just curious, is there a way to know what type of data is supported by a column before actually executing it, a command and finding out that there's an error?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Okay. And before that, when we created table itself, no, we are providing that data type. You can see here for EMP. Let me go here. Create table, DEPT number is a int, the
Yeah.
name is a varchar, and location is a varchar. We are only
Oh,
giving this. Correct.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Ashir, if you have any other questions, okay, keep it hand raised or else you can drop. Yeah. Thanks. Any other questions? We have 3 more minutes. Please feel free to talk. See people how they are asking questions. So we also get some idea, right? If you ask a questions, we are going to discuss more and more. Otherwise, whatever I mentioned in the class, that only it is going to be. Vamsi Krishna, now you are allowed to talk.
Yeah, hi Lakshmi.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so right now we are trying it in MS SQL, right? Is it the
Yes.
same format in the Oracle SQL also?
There will be slight difference. It's not much, slight difference.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
Google it. So how we can
Okay.
write in Oracle SQL if you guys are using Oracle.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my question. Not yeah.
Okay, it's
Thank
not
you.
going to be much different. Most of the stuff is same. Very rare
Okay.
cases, it is going to be different. Even
Okay, so
MySQL,
that's it. There
IBM.
will be slight changes in the syntax what we are going to write.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Oh, in connecting to Power BI, there won't be any issue, right?
No.
Or it will.
No.
Okay.
It's not. It's the
Okay,
same way.
got
So, whatever it is, Oracle or IBM DB or MongoDB, whatever it is, connecting the way from Power BI, it's the same. But
Yeah. Okay.
syntax
Thank you.
will be different. Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, now you are allowed to talk. Sam, now you are allowed to talk.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Lakshmi. Yes. Actually, in the real time, so maybe in the database creation, inserting data and all this won't allowed, right? For as the developer, Power
That's
BI
what
developer.
I mentioned starting of this session. As a BI developer, we are not going to do these things, but you should know this. In interview, definitely they will ask. Okay, you should have some knowledge on it, how to create database and all. But in some cases, sometimes the teams are going to be have their own databases instead of overall one. For example, the data which is coming from ERP systems, they are storing, there will be a backend team, they are working on it. There will be a local databases also, which is for dedicated to only specific team. Okay, in that cases, we are going to have a read and write access. Otherwise, we are not going to have a write access on the databases. Okay.
Yeah, in that case, maybe heterogeneous sources related, like a different databases, we want to get the data. In that case, how it will work?
Select statement will be allowed. Read access will be there. No, we have to raise a request to the database team and we'll get a read access. Read access they will provide, but not write access always.
Yeah, read access only, write access,
Huh.
nobody will provide it.
Write
So-
access, if you have write access only, you can write these are all commands. Okay. Otherwise, you have to go through with only DQL command. Data query language. Data query language is allowed with a read access. The other stuff, you have to have a right access. But for the knowledge purpose, I'm giving these are all things.
Yeah, this is yes. As a BI developer, it must or it should be required this basic knowledge what is
Yes.
happening in the back end. Otherwise, like they just like a painting only. The Power BI is work like a painting. That's it.
Yes, yes.
If you back end, if
That's
you
what I
know
told, right?
something, yeah. If you back end know what is what, where it is coming, why it is coming, how it is
It's
wrong.
very important.
So very that is mainly 80%. So
Yes.
front end is nothing, right? Just like if you know back end, whatever you want, you can put in the front end.
Yes, otherwise
this is
always we
the-
have to depend on someone,
Yeah,
on
what is
backend
how is
developers or
coming?
something.
Always will give some wrong picture means he cannot correct anywhere.
Yes, it's true.
So if you know backend, then you'll go and directly will correct and then produce as per client expectation in the right way. So that way. But in the real scenarios, like they will create any data mart, particular like a piece of information to provide us to get faster access or faster retrieval data. Or like large organizations, like if we connect 5 million records, it will take a lot of time to produce the result, right, as expected.
Yes.
So in that case, like, how like did you work on this way like any data marts?
Sorry, could you please repeat a question? I'm sorry for that. I'm just being
Or
concentrated.
maybe have you covered any data mart related complete data warehouse life cycle where it is, where going it is, so
No,
that
no.
people are aware of
So
that
we
one?
should know some ERP systems, right? For that. That's
Yeah.
what. So from ERP system, how data is flowing into downstreams. Okay. How the data is cleaning up there itself. They are doing some cleanup and then only they are updating into databases. So that is not we are going to cover here because it's completely backend developer stuff.
Yeah, that's only.
Yeah.
They're showing this database. That's why in the back end, that is a big chapter, right?
Yes, yes.
Database.
It's
At least
not
you are
possible to
covering.
cover within 1 week or 10 days.
Yeah, at least
Then I
you are
have to.
like showing what is what exactly, what is going on, how it is. At least you are touching the points, what exactly required as a BI developer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very good to know that one. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all from my side today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lola, still do you have any questions? I see your hand raised. Or else you can drop up. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Lola. Okay, so we are good with the stuff today. So we covered DDL, DML, DQL commands. Just go through with the PPT and the document which I'm providing and try to create a table and database from your end. First, try to install. Okay. If you are facing any issues, please try to Google it. Okay. You can understand easily step by step is there how to install the SQL Server and the SSMS. Okay. Sam, yes. You're allowed to talk.
No, mine is done. Yep.
Okay, I see still hand raised from your end. So
Oh,
that's
yeah. Sorry. I didn't
no
know.
worries, no worries, no worries. Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday and day before yesterday sessions already uploaded in YouTube channels. Please join WhatsApp group. You'll get all the updates. Even YouTube links also they are sharing there. Okay, the support team is placing there. Please join WhatsApp group. You'll get update. We are not providing here separately the links. Means what's YouTube links and all. Okay, and let me give here the links for. So I'm placing again here the links. Please join our social media stuff. Let me give here. Yep. So LinkedIn, Instagram, everything, YouTube channel also I uploaded, gave the link here. You can go through with that. But specific class training, if you want, like, recordings, you are looking for it, then join the WhatsApp group. Okay, you'll get updates over there. Once they upload it into YouTube channel, they are posting there. Okay. Okay, great. Thanks for joining. Let's connect tomorrow at the same time. See you. Bye-bye.